Hello. Stupid microphone was on mute. Is the audio okay? I messed around with the levels with the music and stuff. I forgot I need to take my vitamins. Funny music, really? Damn. How's that? You kind of bit now, so it still should be louder. No? Okay. I have a banana, cherry, mixed berry, psyllium husk chia seed, sunflower seed, pumpkin seed, and yogurt smoothie. Add. Already? I just want to see if while the ad's on. Is the stream working vertically? I guess so. Is the stream working? And it had sound. Cool. Ad's over now. And then I don't know if it's working. Where's my phone? Ugh. I tried like streaming it to TikTok. No clue if it's working. I feel like it's not. I don't know. Oh well, at least the YouTube one's working. I was gonna set up my Cintiq again today, but it only can plug in with HDMI, and one of my monitors is plugged in HDMI, and I've only got one HDMI port on my graphics card, and I don't have another DisplayPort cable lying around, so I can't do it until I get another cable. I was just thinking of using it as like a third monitor. Again. Basically. My camera's like... Yeah. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I didn't end up doing any extra work on this last night, really. I had kind of intended to, but I was fiddling around trying to set up the vertical stream and stuff. So yeah, but the cat is looking okay, but his face is a bit shit. I feel like maybe... I think the snout is still too long. Like looking at this, I feel like this is a pretty good depiction of like the proportions of a cat. I mean, obviously every cat is different, but maybe his head should be a bit bigger. Pointy boy, yeah. Bigger head overall, yeah. Looks a bit small. I was kind of going off this, but scaled the head from the center. Where's the lasso? Oh, I didn't have. Tiny cat head. That's a little too big, maybe. And like that? I mean, obviously the eyes are fucked. Is the lighting too bright? The sun wasn't out before, now it's out again. Did I mess with the shoulder? Is the shoulder messed up? It's fine. I mean, yes, I probably should have adjusted the fall off, but... What a good breakfast. Like, there's a little divot, but I still haven't, like, shaped the shoulders yet anyway. Really. Not enough. But do we think the scale is okay? Move down, back, over. Alright, alright. Where do I adjust that again? Oh, the mouse. Oh yeah, it's a circle. Oh, I'm an idiot. What do you reckon? Like that? Bit more? That? Yeah. Yeah. These little eye sockets. Terrifying. Makes it more readable anyway. Yeah, that's a good point. That's gonna look a bit too big. I don't know. It's so hard. Then the eyes probably need to be bigger now as well. Because they take up quite a bit of the head. I was looking at the pictures, of like, you know, how their eyes sit in their skull. Where do cats' eyes sit? And then I was looking last night, I didn't really see some of the other pictures it suggested, but like there was all these pictures down further. I don't know if anyone saw them on stream, but it was like cats with horrible eye injuries, like exploded out of their head and like crazy infections and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, like, ugh, it's horrible. Look at this boy. Oh, my pen's on my thing. Poor thing. Mr. Cat eyeball moment? Yeah. I mean, it was probably worse than that. Not that I saw that, but they were like entirely out of the skull, like hanging with the optic nerve. Like, nah. Nah. It's gross. Hey, this is the picture I was looking at. So, all just sacks of meat and bones. Yeah, gross. I am eating. Kind of. Drinking. Okay. Eyeball that pretty well. Looking at that. Terrifying. I popped into what's his stream name? Finn is fine. I popped into his stream earlier. Then he was like, oh, do you make games? Like, because your username would suggest that. And he like asked if I streamed and stuff. And I was like, yeah. And then he looked up my Twitch page and he was like, oh my god, she's like 1 away from 100 followers. So like he followed and so did a few other people, which is nice. So I guess I'm at 100 now. Which is cool. Can I see, where's my like goals? There's so much stuff in the dashboard, it's just like fucked. I don't know, I can't find it. Whatever. Hey, Stooge! 102! There you go. Guess I should set it to 150 or something. I feel like my throat's already dying. Yeah. You make that frog emote. That be about where their skull is? Skull? Eye? Hiccups. What weird little skulls. Fuck me, that sun. I don't know, maybe I should move my desk to not be in front of the window. Like, I've literally got the blinds closed, the curtains closed. And it's still super sunny. Maybe a bit higher. Can you get some food and get on the roof? Be careful, please. I guess the front view is fine. Maybe? They should be a bit higher. Try him there and we'll see how that goes, I guess. But obviously I have to reshape all of this. they're too far apart. Maybe they went too far apart. Smoothie time. I guess ultimately I need to model the eyes closed anyway, but... You look at my cats again. So sick of my mouse asking connect to Discord. It's just like, why? Super dark again. I guess that's good. Oh. Need stretch. Their eyes actually are pretty far apart, hey? Maybe I need to pull that over. I think they're actually too big. I think I've determined the eyes are too big. I should really rename that. Cat. don't know if I'm loving the head shape. I think this part is too square, maybe? Larry's sleeping behind the curtain and I can hear him snoring from here. That's crazy. Just like a little, like, it's like snoring. It's like a little, like, whimper. It's like, like, over and over again. So funny. Giga Chad cat? mean, it's getting better. Still not quite. I don't want to slap it too much. I think my camera's still like... Where am I sitting? Maybe it's okay. Maybe. I just feel like I'm not like centered enough. Ugh. How are you going today, Stooge, anyway? Still doing some good O stuff? My hair's like sitting weird. I blow dried it today. I don't know. I'm sicker than yesterday. Oh no. So you're like legit sick, hey? Sounds like. Everything tastes yucky. Have you done a COVID test? That sounds a little COVID-y. Same as when I'm bad. Yeah, okay. I don't normally get that unless I've got COVID. Interesting. Can do the bare minimum good early today just to keep up my strength. Yeah. For sure. You gotta look after yourself. Make sure you're resting and getting lots of fluids and whatnot. think I'm gonna have to up the resolution in a sec. It's getting a little tricky to do these details. Welcome in. My work is going decently well, I think. Pretty happy with it. It's my first time sculpting a animal, really. I've done like some weird fish creatures and stuff before, but nothing like this. Cool cat, thank you. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. Are you up to any art or anything? Or game dev or... Game dev right now? Nice. What are you working on? RPG for the Game Boy. Oh, that's super cool. That'd be interesting, developing for, yeah, an older console like that. Cool as. I never had a Game Boy. Missed out. Or I never had any consoles really growing up. I was a PC kid. You've plenty around? Yeah. Nice. My first console actually was an Xbox 360 that I bought. I feel like my cats have like such chubby little faces. What happens after 31 days of game dev? We just keep going, basically. Yeah, nothing special. I'll just feel happy that I more days, yeah. I'll just feel happy that I accomplished it. It's mainly to get me sort of uploading to TikTok and YouTube Shorts and stuff. I was thinking of doing, I don't know. I might do a YouTube video about it, like a proper one. I don't know if I will though. But just to get me in the habit of sort of, yeah, showing up and streaming and uploading stuff and just like existing in the world. Basically. You can do it. Thank you. How are you today, eccentric? I can't speak. good. I have to finish up my game's arcade mode. Ah, cool, cool, cool. Hey, Boom. Yes, it's a cat. Often helps to just have a goal to post about. Yeah. Helps me a lot too, although I limit myself to writing a short log once a month or so. Also. Yeah, exactly. I think that's... It's helping me with that, because otherwise, I don't know, I tend to just think a lot of the time, I'm like, like, I'm not doing anything worth posting or whatever, like, so yeah, it's just giving me a good excuse. But it's good, I've been getting some good feedback and stuff on my TikToks and whatnot. Yeah. I can't do the... Changed my setup around, like my OBS setup, and I took out the Twitch chat thing, but that means I can't do the moderation stuff. Annoying. Or unless... Oh, maybe Stooge got it. I can't see that anyone got it. So annoying. Oh well. I need to run to the bathroom, so I'll be back in a second. Why do I keep spinning that? Wrong button. Bloody hell. Cat. Alright, BRB. I'm back. And I put a jumper on because it's kind of cold. I wonder what the temperature is today, actually. 15. It doesn't feel like 15. It feels colder. I don't know. I thought we were like kind of getting out of winter. The last couple of days it was like sunny and nice, and now it's like bleh again. tomorrow. It's been 15 in Europe all day yesterday too. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crap. Summer. I thought there was a heat wave over there recently. Or was that just like England? I don't know. Hey, thanks for following Max in. Welcome, welcome. Germany, at least it's been raining all July almost. Oh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to spring. That happens after 31 days. Spring? Spring and my birthday. Should be good. That's how you say it, proud and loud, streaming crew of the dragon that is their host Hydra. Okay, cool. No, save. Yes, yes. And stretch. It's a good idea. Thank you, thank you. Oh. I saw a video on this lady with hypermobility talking about how she sets up her chair and stuff for work. And I'm pretty sure I'm hypermobile. So I was like, damn, maybe I should like get all these things, like a lumbar pillow and a thing. Which is the one typing, of course? Okay. So there's live for my TikTok and came to say hello. Ah, it is working then. I didn't think the TikTok stream was working. Interesting. Well, thanks for coming. Yeah, how do I tell if that works then? That's weird. Because I tried to hook it up last night to Stream Elements and it was like, oh, we need to like, you need to prove that like they wanted me to submit my Twitch account and then prove that I own the Twitch account. And then, you know, it was like they'd maybe approve me. It wasn't like a guarantee. There was like an application to be able to hook up Stream Elements. And yeah, so I wasn't sure if it like had gone through. They said it'd take 24 hours. I was like, well, I might as well just try. So that's interesting. That's a bit lagging? Oh, okay. Sure luck from all the crew. Yeah, it was glitching. Okay. I wonder if I should maybe I shouldn't bother with TikTok then? I don't know. Interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Because yeah, I can't even see, like when I open the app, it doesn't say anything about me streaming, and then Stream Elements doesn't have an option for me to turn on TikTok chat or anything. So like no idea. Looks like it's good so far. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on it for a little while now. Trying to get it a bit more together and trying to work on it really hard this month, obviously. That is way too small. Within 31 days? I'm not going to finish in 31 days. There's no way, but yeah, I'm just using the 31 days as sort of like a little goal we were just saying before for like mainly for uploading stuff, like have a bit of a thing just to get me in the habit of it. Because otherwise a lot of the time I'm like, oh, I don't know what to post or whatever, so you can get far in 31 days. Yeah. We'll see. I'm probably overestimating how much I can get done, but see how it goes. I mean, I've already been working on it for a while, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I've still got like work and all that to deal with, and my boyfriend lives like a few hours away from me, so I try to go see him every week or so, but obviously that takes time. As in all software projects, less than you expect, but more than the worst case, probably. Yeah, exactly. I like always overestimate what I can get done. It's just like just how it goes. I think we'll subdivide this again. I'm still trying to get better streaming as well. Yeah. That's another thing, is I just want to get in the habit of streaming as well, because I was doing it a bit like here and there, but then I don't know, I feel like when you get out of the habit of it, I just get nervous about it and stuff and like kind of put it off. So this is helping me get back into it, and I'm feeling a lot more comfy with it now. Been meaning to implement a sound driver for weeks now, it's just not happening. That sounds difficult. Same, yeah, you get nervous. Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard. Ads at the worst times. Sorry, I'll wait. And over. Thank you for the follow. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, just like it's hard streaming, you know. It's can be really scary, but I think it's worth it. Bit of fun. Oh, okay, I can see on my TikTok page that I'm streaming. Cool. All right. I see like the chat though. That would be kind of nice. If there's anything. I'm annoying. Sorry, I'm still figuring this all out. Love seeing what cool projects people are up to. Yeah, me too. It's nice. I don't know, just like the Twitch community is really cool. Like all the software and game dev people. It's awesome. I think everyone's so nice and like helpful and stuff. It's really good. Makes me think I should have just got into it earlier, you know. But I was so like, oh, so scared. Like my game's not like good enough yet to show off. Like doesn't even have a name. Like I can't stream. But yeah. Good, better to enjoy the process and you'll grow naturally. Exactly, yeah. I mean, I don't stream, but I also don't have a name or much more than loading maps. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't... It's not like everyone has to stream. I think some people, you know, probably really wouldn't enjoy it or... I mean, sometimes it's tricky. Like, I definitely don't get as much work done when I'm streaming, for sure. And stuff like that, but don't think it fits into my workflow. Yeah, exactly. I think maybe it's good for me because like I'm someone that sort of enjoys this stuff anyway, because me and my friends from uni and like my game dev friends, we used to quite a lot just like jump on Discord and do what we call art hangs or whatever, where we'd all just like work on stuff and chat and whatever. So I was kind of used to it, and I used to make YouTube videos and stuff back in the day, so it not game dev stuff, but yeah. Working with others helps you focus. Yeah, sometimes it does. I feel like sometimes, like other times for me, it doesn't work at all. It just kind of depends on the day and stuff. Sorry, I'm a bit croaky. I think my throat's not happy. And Mr. Ryan code and left it alone. Planning a first conversation makes sense. Yeah. I think it's easier with art for sure. I've streamed doing some like blueprint stuff before, and I feel like I have to be so focused on what I'm working on that it's a little bit tricky. Not an artist, of course, yeah. Yeah, like this for me is like I'm not thinking too hard. You know what I mean? It's probably also partly because I've just been doing art for so much longer that it's kind of a bit more autonomous for me. With pixel my tiles, I have to focus a lot too. Yeah. Hmm. Cats are weird. Thing is, the TikTok stream is working. Maybe I should add a I've got like a little be right back screen. Can you move, please? Here. There we go. Cats! Yes. Many cat following for cats. Thank you. I like your name. R2 ADHD. Cool. Yeah, these two are my cats, and this is the cat for my game. But we're kind of using these as reference at the moment. God, I felt it from the other she's did. Yeah. Nice, nice. Especially now that everyone's getting diagnosed with ADHD, you know? Crazy. Including me. UE5 in Blender? Yep. Yeah, making a life sim in UE5. Currently making cat for the life sim in Blender. I do a lot of my texturing in Substance Painter. What else do I use? Yeah, I guess that's about it. How are you doing today anyway? What are you up to? Doing well, keeping it working. My stream stuff honed in. Have to pop open UE5 work at some point today. Nice. So do you stream as well? Or you're going to soon? Is that why you're working on stuff? Two streamers training individual. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's partly what this little scene I'm working on is for at the moment. Just for stream stuff, because I only just sort of started recently. But it's all assets for my game as well. So, should open it up actually. I'll just walk past my window. And they're banging on the door loudly. Thank you. Trying to get everything looking good, etc. Good way to combine stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's also me like trying to figure out the art style a bit. So it's been good. I'm gonna open up Unreal, please. Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to have like a little... I mean, it's kind of my little be right back screen. That's the unfinished version of what I'm working on. Alright, we'll keep sculpting for a second. That's gonna do its thing. I feel like I don't quite have enough of this like triangular shape here. I guess it's fine. I guess it's partly, it's more a texturing thing. Here you go. Ooh. Game! Sort of, not really. Yeah, this is a little scene I've been working on. So it's like, oh shit. It's kind of a more nice version of my desk setup, basically, but I want to have the cats, one on the shelf and one on the chair, like sitting and have them animated, and yeah, just so it's a little bit interesting to look at when I go make coffee and stuff. Yeah. Fancy, thank you. And yeah, it's helping me sort of figure out the style I'm going for with the game. That's one of the characters that's I think we'll be getting an overhaul later this month. There's some stuff about the models I want to change. Obviously it's not textured or anything. And yeah. It's coming along. I'm pretty happy with the style of it. It's not like not hyper realistic, obviously, just like a bit stylized, but not so stylized that it's all cartoony and like whatever. Oh, it's not playing the video. Where are we? I need to do a lot of work on this world map. Yeah, I made like a 2D animation in Blender for this, like with the grease pencil and stuff. I might change the color of that though. I still haven't like settled on all the color scheme for everything, but yeah. And we can build walls that currently clip into the ground, but you know. And they also don't match their height currently, and they don't intersect properly, but looks like you have a lot going on already. Kinda. I had the building system like way more fleshed out a while back. Like you could grab all the points and move them around and do curved walls and all that, but I've decided to kind of rebuild it from the ground up because I was only really starting to learn programming when I did all that, or like blueprints. So it just wasn't set up the best, so I'm kind of redoing it. But yeah, getting there, getting there. Looks awesome. Let me know if you like any C++ stuff. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably start learning some more C++ eventually. I did actually do like eons ago when I was at university. I took some programming units and did a little C++. But I haven't really touched it since then. So yes, maybe I'll have to get into it. You glad to help, but I'm mostly a C programmer, so I don't know what a C++ magic C++ means. True. Can you write without objects? Wizard. Structs? Oh. Yeah, I don't really know anything about C. Might as well just go to assembly. About that? Oh god, what are you doing? Oh my god. That's crazy. How's it already 2 o'clock? Oh my god. Can't stream too long today, unfortunately, because I have to work later. I was intending on streaming earlier than I did, well, starting earlier than I did yesterday. And I think I managed to start later. Work feels bad, man. Yeah. Actually, I like my job, but, yeah, I'd like to do more of my work, obviously. But maybe if I stream more, I can, you know, get all that Twitch money and then cut down some work hours. Maybe. Probably not, but, you know. We can dream. a lot more done streaming work, so that's something to think about. Okay. Does this even look like a cat? I don't know anymore. I need to look up a Sphinx cat again because I have no hair. So I can actually like see what the hell's going on. Sphinx cat face. Look at him. What a boy. The trouble is though their face shape is quite distinct, I guess, so I can like amazing. That's not real. Cute. Yeah, I like Sphinx cats. So many people hate them, and I'm like, no, I'm like, they're cute. They're funny. I'd love to get one day, but like, I guess you kind of have to get them from breeders and stuff, and unless you happen to find one in a shelter, and I, you know, prefer the idea of adopting pets, you know, that need a home. Also, apparently you have to, like, bathe them a lot or something. They get all greasy. They don't have any hair. Weird. Yeah, I think that's what I was missing. This bit was too full. Wasn't making this appear bulbous enough. The ones I find I've bathed my cat a few times and left scars. Yeah, yeah. Depends on the cat though. One of my cats now, I've only had them for 6 months maybe. They're born in October. And I got them in... Oh no, I got them in January, so I guess like 8 months. One of them loves water. Like he gets in the sink, like if you've got water, and just like sits down in it, especially as it's warm. He'll be like, yeah, like he loves it. And he'll turn on the hose to like water plants outside, and he comes running over and he like It gets in the water. Like, it's funny. But then yeah, I've also had a cat in the past where I had some long hair indoor cats. I was living in an apartment, and they got worms, which was, I'm sure you can imagine, and the long hair, and it was just a mess. It was like, well, we have to clean the cat. Like, we were trying to like put the cat in the shower, and he like smelled really bad, and he was just like freaking out. It was horrible. It was a bad time. So I get it. For sure. I'm gonna check if I can see. I have no idea how to see chat on TikTok. What is that? What does that button do? RGX on? Huh? I'm not sure. I'm sorry if there's anyone watching on TikTok that has said something and I can't see it. I might have to put a note for next time. Or like look up how to do that. Kind of looking like a cat. I'm into it. Oh, actually this looks a little weird. What's a cat doing a T-pose called? Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's the idea with the tail. Yeah, not sure. I need to fix up his legs as well. They're not. They should be a bit straighter, I think. I was trying to look at my cat earlier and be like, how is he standing? What's going on? And he was like, I was trying to take photos, but he kept trying to come over to my phone and bite it. So it wasn't terribly successful. But I had a little look at least. I also need to remember to close its eyes. Or at least half close them before I finish it so they can animate properly. But just for like getting the shape right, I'm trying to keep them open at the moment so I can like look at it or like assess it properly, I guess. Hmm. Well, I think I'm gonna go make a coffee. But I will be back. I should put thing on the vertical stream. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll be back in a sec. we go. Everything's up. I have coffee. That's really hot. I made a coffee emote and I still haven't uploaded it. I need to do that. Alright, where were we? Cat. So... Oh. I'm not really sure about the length of the sort of snout, I guess. I mean, I guess it's all right. Looking at this picture, maybe its ears are a little long. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to do different sort of morphs for different cat breeds, at least to some extent. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh, my hair's a bit weird. Going on there. Yeah, so this is meant to just sort of be generic domestic cat, I guess. But if it's like a Sphinx or something, I'll need a slightly different model. Maybe a little bit smaller. How do cat's ears work? Cat ears anatomy. Like if I just search cat ears, I'm just gonna get cute little headbands and stuff. He looks like my cat. Oh my god. Henry's pockets? Is that what that weird bit is called? True, I forgot about that weird little flap that they have. Henry's pocket. That's great. really need to, yeah, this front part. I did like know this, but I hadn't got around to doing anything about it. That needs to come more forward, like they tilt. Kind of, or twist, I guess. Now the shape's gone weird. Oh my god. Thank you. And they look like bunnies. Water stuff hurts brain. Cat ears hurts brain. What's wrong with the water stuff? Copycat. No. Yeah, I think those eyes need to be a little bit closer together, actually. And then how's our... They do need to be like a little bit lower. Yeah. I think that looks better. The music stuff. Yeah. Hey, Yato? How are you? I'm starting to learn game design, but sometimes feel like I don't fully understand things. Do you have any advice on how to really learn and improve? Yeah, it's super tricky when you're first starting out, for sure. Like, you're starting to learn game design. Do you mean like specifically design, like level design and like learning game mechanics and trying to implement those things, or like programming or art or just a bit of everything? I guess I would, if I was starting out, I would probably look for some good tutorials, like do some more official ones, like I meant to say dev. Okay. Yeah, so when I started learning Unreal specifically, but yes, maybe everything. Yeah. Yeah, I studied 3D art first, didn't really know any programming or anything. So when I started learning Unreal and Blueprints, I went on I think it's called the Unreal Learning Portal or something. There's some like good tutorials on there if you want to learn Blueprints. But yeah, I think doing something like the ones I did was just sort of like a mini course on just like doing a particular project. And I think that was good just to get me kind of up to speed and like, you know, take you through a bunch of different stuff. Because when you're first learning, obviously, you know, you don't even know what you like have to search to like find a certain thing. So I'd probably start with something like that, but from a reliable source. Like I probably wouldn't pick something from just like a random YouTube tutorial person, because sometimes they can be a bit hit or miss and they might teach you some stuff that's, you know, not best practice or whatever. Yeah, so that's probably what I'd start with, and then same goes for 3D, kind of. But yeah, it's tricky for sure. Trying to think what else. Do you want to learn Unreal specifically, or like Unity, or already did a top-down shooter mechanics and AI, but now I go bananas on like what to do now? Okay, if you're at that point, I'd probably start more towards Unity, to be honest. Yep. I'd pick like a small project that seems achievable and make that your thing. So then you can, you know, kind of upskill in areas and like learn a bit of 3D, learn to put models in or 2D or whatever you're doing. I think having like a little project that you care about is really motivating. But I'd probably pick something, you know, like smaller and more achievable. But yeah, I mean, in a sense, that's kind of what I'm doing. I've done 3D for a really long time. But not really so much the game dev side of things. So I wouldn't recommend this probably, but I was just like, I want to make this game, so I'm going to figure it out, you know? And I guess I'm lucky in the sense that I know quite a lot of developers and stuff, having done 3D. So I've got people that know things that I can ask, and I've sort of learnt random things along the way. So I have like you know, I might not know the programming implementation, but I have ideas on like, oh, okay, like don't do X because it's going to make things run bad or whatever. So I'm lucky in that sense, but yeah, I'm still learning as well. Yeah, I want to learn about 3D in the future for sure, but to be honest, the only 3D experience I have is making 3D things for Print and Fusion. I mean, that's still like relevant. It's good practice for just navigating like a 3D software program, because I mean, a lot of people starting out with that, like that's one of the biggest roadblocks, is just like navigating and being like, oh, okay, like how do I manipulate this model? And then after you know that, it's like, you know, you can learn more specific game things like topology and things like that. Hey, Rave, how are you? Madam, that sounds fancy. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, I'd also recommend just like hanging around in streams and ask people questions. you know, if you see something that they're working on or you need help with something, and joining discords and things like that. Like yeah, I'm sure there's some good Unity ones. I'm a bit more, yeah, of an Unreal person. But yeah, I just yeah, I'd pick a small project, pick like a little game that you want to make that seems cool, like something that's going to keep you motivated, and work on that. I mean, I say keep you motivated, but I wouldn't expect to be perfectly motivated every day, because that's just not realistic. Sometimes you're just going to have to just do the thing even though you're not feeling motivated. But yeah, just like you're like building on your skills all the time. You know, you like learn a bit more, and then you find out about some other thing. You're like, oh cool, and I know how to do this, and like then before you know it, you'll be able to do heaps of stuff. Pretty sure Unreal's probably easier for you because you're not too much coding inclined. Yeah, kind of. That's partly why I picked it. Also, I just felt like the engine was probably in a better place, and when I started kind of learning about this, Godot wasn't really as much of a thing. But yeah, the visual scripting side of things kind of works well with my brain. It makes sense. But I have done like, I did a little bit of C++ and stuff at uni like years ago, but I've just forgotten a lot of it, you know. But I'm not terrible at it. Like, I've kind of grown up around programmers and stuff and dated them. So a lot's rubbed off on me. I don't know. Like my dad was teaching me some programming and stuff when I was younger. We like built little robots and stuff. He's an engineer, so it's not completely foreign to me. For an artist, I'm quite I don't know, logical in a way. That's partly why I couldn't get through my fine art degree. It just drove me insane. It was too airy-fairy for me, and I was just like, I don't care about painting my feelings, actually. Like, it's not like, I don't know. I sort of approach like painting and stuff like that like math. It's like a math problem to me. It's like it's problem solving ultimately, but I think a lot of like arty people don't really think like that. For me, I prefer the C# scripts. As majoring in computer science, it's more easy for me to understand. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. I mean, you can do C++ in Unreal as well. I know it's a little bit like they've kind of got their own flavor of C++. I'll probably be venturing more into that at some point soon. I don't know. I've gotten really comfy with the visual scripting though. Like compared to actual code, like I find it really easy to tell the flow of things, and I like that about it. But I feel like with code, it's like, I just feel like it's a bit all over the place, and I'm like, when's this thing happening? And like, ugh. But yeah, I hope that was somewhat helpful. Try better and like C++? Oh yeah, fair. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't. It's interesting. I'm used to like, it does seem to be that's a bit more of the sentiment like online, I guess, or like around Twitch and things. I've heard that a fair bit. But then coming from knowing a lot of people that like work in AAA and stuff, they're all C++ people, you know. Hey, thanks for the follow. Nice name. Visual scripting equals less control, but easier to manage. Code scripting, more control, but harder to manage. Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it, actually. Or like it's a... Now that you pointed out, I'm like, yes, that makes sense. Hello, piss bucket. Piss buckets? Zzz. With a Z. Yeah, I hope that's somewhat helpful. If anyone else has any tips, feel free to chime in. I certainly am not the expert on these things. A singular bucket was taken. Sad. Do I showcase what my game currently looks like? Kinda. I've been like refactoring a lot of it and redoing stuff. AAA game devs prefer C++ because it's a low-level language. They have more control about the PC compiler. Yeah. For sure. I mean, it's also just what they were stuck using at work, so I guess that's what they were familiar with. Yes. This is the game, sort of. There's not much going on at the moment. I've been overhauling the building system at the moment. Primarily because I was still learning. Well, I mean, I'm still learning, but I was very early in the programming side of things when I did it, so it's all kind of shit. So I just want to start building it from the ground up again. So yeah, build walls. You'll be able to, I haven't re-implemented this, but grab these points and change the shape and everything. Or, this is a bit broken, but like, you know, add more points and whatever. I haven't got the intersection working in this copy of the project. I need to merge it with the other one I did it in because I did it at my boyfriend's house. But yeah, can do all that. I still need to do like the terrain deformation and stuff because obviously that's not working, and the roofs will need to match their height and so forth. Yeah, and then also what I'm kind of working on at the moment is some more art stuff. Because I started streaming recently, so I wanted like a nice little stream layer thing, like BR back screen. So I've been sort of figuring out the art style of the game. They're all game assets that I'll be using. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe, like a sort of stylized but not too crazy vibe. Oh, the character's not there. And I'm working on a cat at the moment because I'm going to put my 2 cats. I'm going to put one on the shelf and one here. And yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've got a character. Oh my god, speed up camera please. That's one of the character models I've done, but I'm gonna be overhauling those later in the month, I think, as well. And yeah, looks awesome. Thank you. Slowly coming along. I'm rebuilding all the building system stuff, but it's a lot more functional and scalable now. It was like I just hadn't really like I was designing it as I was building it and it just ended up being a bit of a mess. What's the gameplay going to look like? Does life sim in something similar to Sims? Yes, exactly. So it's kind of a Sims-like. So yeah, you'll be able to make characters and simulate their little lives. I've got a spiel. If you do about game. Yeah, I wanted to be a bit Sims-like, but a bit more, not like edgy is the right term, like a bit deeper in as far as the simulation side of things. In my throat. And just a bit less baby game, for lack of a better term. I just feel like, I don't know, The Sims these days has gotten really... The Sims 4 is so like watered down, and like I even thought that about the previous games to some extent, but it's even worse now. Did you 3D model all of that? Yeah. Yep. All that's fine. I haven't used any asset packs or anything. Everything's from scratch. But the characters, I worked on characters for my partner's game a while back and helped him overhaul all his characters, and then I made some changes. Like I started with my base model and then we changed it for his purposes, but then I made some changes with those that I'd like to kind of bring over. Like I did some things a bit better. Jesus? What do you mean Jesus? It's not even that much. This is only taking me like a couple of weeks, and a couple of lazy weeks at that. I'm not really like, I haven't been working super duper hard because I have a job, unfortunately. You mean he has another game, or is working on this as well? He has another game and we're both sort of helping each other out here and there. Well, mostly it's been me helping him out thus far, and then I'm kind of getting back into this, and he'll probably be doing that. His he was in the chat earlier. I don't know, he's probably wandered off. Prismatica dev, working on Prismatica, but a lot of our game stuff is quite similar. We've figured out, like we were both already working on these projects like before we knew each other, but his is sort of like a simulation in a lot of ways, and yeah, there's a lot of similar stuff, but basically we're both insane. Like it's, yeah, 2 giant games. How long do you reckon this will take to get some playable beta? I have no idea. Honestly, we'll see. It depends. I mean, it depends how much I want to put in it, really. I think I could probably have something together that's like a decent little, you know, not fully featured building system and not fully featured simulation kind of thing. Probably by the end of the year, but yeah, it depends on how much I'm working and stuff outside of, like, you know, my actual job and all that. I'm not really like putting it on a really rushed timeline or anything. Normally most of those folks, you have a rule, the realistic time is 2 times the time you think it'll take. Yeah, I know. There's like 4 months left of the year. I know. I know. I'm only really saying that because like the building system was a lot more fully featured before, so I'm kind of just moving it over, if that makes sense. Or just like refactoring it. But yeah, that's if like I bust my ass. I could probably do that, but I don't know if I want to, you know? But yeah, at the moment I'm just chilling. I'm also trying to do more content surrounding it, more streaming and stuff, just be visible on the internet, which is weird and I don't like it, but Well, I don't not like it, but it's just, it's hard to get started, you know? But someone a while ago, I was, it was ages ago actually, but like got invited to like speak at this event and stuff. And the organizer was like trying to, not the organizer, like one of the speakers, the guy like kind of leading the event, so, was just like, are you a spy? Like, I can't find anything about you. Like, do you exist? Like, I need information. And I was like, So I'm trying to do the thing. But yeah. Why is there music here? Doing devlogs is great at building community for a game. Yep. That's the plan. I want to do a devlog soon when there's a bit more to show. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I've actually been doing, so part of what I'm doing this month is that I'm doing work on my game every day, but also uploading like a mini devlog on TikTok and YouTube Shorts every day. So that's been cool. I've been getting like a lot of nice comments and stuff, which is very motivating, and I know it's nice seeing that people are interested. There's been people being like, oh, like, let me know when you're crowdfunding it. Like, oh my God, it looks amazing. And I'm like, huh? Like, I feel like there's nothing. I don't know. I feel like it's not that great, but, well, not that I feel like it's not. I don't think it's bad, but like, I don't know. You don't expect comments like that, I guess, you know? I'm just making my silly little game and sitting in my silly little room. Just doing a thing. Well, good you started and glad to have found you. Thank you. That's very nice. I should probably work on this cat a bit more. I would like to stream as I always wanted to, but I have 10 megabytes downloaded to upload. Well, you say that, but yeah, Prismatica Dev manages with basically the same internet. You could probably pull it off. Maybe if it's consistent, you could stream at like a low bit rate, maybe. Can you get better internet where you are, or is that just like, is that it? Hydrate? Oh yeah, I should probably drink water instead of just coffee. I'll just start with uploading YouTube videos. That's it? Oh, damn. Are you in Australia? Because that sounds like Australian internet. Why is this music keep cutting out? Lo-fi. Video game lo-fi and chill beats 24/7 radio. Please work. That's it. Moving to Lisbon in 4 weeks. I'll get better internet. Oh, okay. Leo. Yeah, Portugal country. Yeah. Well, in 4 weeks you can stream. Yeah, I figured when you said Lisbon that it was not here. But yeah, we've got about the same sort of internet in the country here. We've got decent internet in the cities, but if you're far out, it's, yeah. Although really the speed should be better, but a lot of people don't consistently get, you know, what they're meant to get. My coffee's getting cold. No. Where are you from? I'm from, yeah, Australia. Kind of near Melbourne. Rip my internet, yeah. Sad, sad. Did you have any luck getting on the roof and... What were you trying to do this time? Just move it around and see if anything helped? Did you guys know that someone started a project adding the entire Portugal as a map in a game? No, that's crazy. Oh, you're doing work instead. Okay. Oh, so you just listened to me the whole time, like, even though I thought you weren't here. Yikes. How many times you guys almost got killed by poison? Here we go. Here's the question. Like literally never. It doesn't. Just got back. Okay. I don't know, maybe Prismatic has almost been killed by a poisonous animal out in the country. You've nearly been killed by a horse, right? Biggest spider you've ever had in your house? Me? I've had just like that big. Nothing crazy. I know people that have had bigger. I was stung by a bee once or twice, does that count? I don't think so. I've been stung by bees a lot, to the extent that I'm now allergic to bee stings and I should probably get an EpiPen. But I haven't done that yet. Yeah, I mean, I've seen, but there was a kid in my primary school one day who brought, her mum went for a jog the morning, like that morning, and found a baby tiger snake on a run. So she brought it home for some reason, and then her daughter, this girl in my class, brought it to school in a jar. So that's like the closest I've been to well, closest I know of being to a poisonous snake. But stung by bee mid-turn riding. What? Ow. Had some monster spiders here before. Luckily, they're completely harmless and don't have venom that can affect you at all. I don't know. What about those scary black ones that you had? Aren't they like wolf spiders? They can bite. And kind of get necrosis from them. But I guess that's not a venom thing. It's just... You got a few brown snakes, yeah. Yeah, I know people that have been bitten by brown snakes. I've just never... I don't go outside. I'm streaming on Twitch doing game development, you think? I go outside sometimes. But not that much. It's 3:20. I work in like an hour. I should probably go wrapping up. Coffee done. You just want beaten by a kangaroo? No. I do know, my mum told me a story that apparently, oh, this is kind of like, this is a bit gory, trigger warning. That her dad, my grandfather, had found, he was driving along, like they had a farm out in the country and stuff, and he was driving along one day. I'm not sure it was night or daytime, but he stopped because there was a car like in the middle of the road, and got out, and he found a guy that had a kangaroo jump through his windscreen when he was driving. Like he must have hit it, or like it bounded over the car, and it had like gone through the window and disemboweled him, like with its legs. So that's pretty scary. But yeah. But I don't think I've ever had... I mean, people hit kangaroos all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Nice kangaroo toy. Yeah. Kangarooing him? Yikes. Yeah. I think Charlie's like hit a kangaroo before, right? But yeah, I think it's more like kangaroos are probably going to run away from you most of the time. But Yeah, the trouble is like hitting them with cars and stuff. Should I put kangaroos in the game? Maybe. Can I get water on my mouse? What on earth? How big was it? The kangaroo bull. Oh, scope creep. Cat legs or sausages. They're getting there. They have bits. Buggy Burrow, hello. How are you today? Cat is progressing along. Yes. I've been working on the head mainly today, which I think is looking a lot better. Eyes look so nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's tricky. They're weird. I don't know. I guess with people, it's like we look at people all the time, like, and like, I don't know, draw people more, I suppose, and it's just a bit easier. The in-game kangaroo would be a nice Easter egg if AU maybe like a statue. Maybe do like a statue figure. Oh yeah, and hide it somewhere as an Easter egg. Yeah, that could be cool. I'd like to do get some like local artists and stuff to maybe do for like, you know, because you'll be able to decorate your house and whatnot and place place objects, like you're gonna have paintings and things like that. So I was thinking for that I'd like to get yeah, just find artists and stuff and like commission them maybe to like make a piece for the game, and then maybe in the in-game description I can like, you know, credit them in there, and thought that might be a fun idea. Because I think it'd mean there's like a lot more variety of like, sure, I can do a lot of art, but if I did all the artwork like that in the game, it would be mine, like stylistically, you know, there's only so much I can depart from how I do things. And even if it's like I, you know, get some other people helping out with the art, it's still gonna have that issue to an extent. Do I already have all the mechanics and systems prototyped? Not prototyped, no. I've got it all mostly like planned out. Like in a big design doc, but no, not prototyped at all. Or like a lot of the building stuff I did, but not so much the like life simulation mechanics. That's probably going to be next year. I reckon I'll be working on that a lot. I want to get the building system a lot more together, and then I'll start working on that. Is the game going upside down when you install it? Yeah, it'll be upside down for sure. And the toilet water will go the other direction. You know what I am gonna do though? All the spelling for the English spelling is gonna be like British English, not American English. Like color's gonna have a U in it. And organized is gonna be spelled with an S. and the game will default to metric measurements. But I guess I'll let them change them because I'll be nice. Most big places, sort of advice told me just to make all the mechanics and make them assets, as it takes much time with simple models. It's easy to debug. Yeah, that's like a good rule of thumb in general. Like I said, at the moment I'm sort of working on this little scene for streaming to be like, hey, this is like visually what the game's gonna look like eventually, and I think that's good to have some of that, especially for a game that's so sort of dependent on the visual style, and it's like such a big part of it. But yeah, after I do this like little bit, I'm probably going to give it a rest on the art for a while and go full like doing actual game dev. But yeah, but also like I'll probably still do some 3D here and there, like just to like as I go along, just because it's something I enjoy doing, and like sometimes I'll just be like, I want to make this plant or whatever, you know. So I'll probably periodically sort of keep adding things. It's a nice sort of chill activity for me. Game deving's hard because it's the final art form. Yeah. Yep. It's got all the things. But yeah, I'm kind of doing a bit more visual stuff at the moment. Then I'll get into doing some... Well, yeah, I also want to... I think my plan for this month, I haven't like entirely sorted out, but I want to work on the character creator a little bit. But that'll also be like a functionality thing, like, you know, putting different clothing assets on them and stuff. But I'm not going to go crazy and make a ton. I'll just make enough to sort of, for the proof of concept, essentially. And then I'll probably just get back into sorting the building system stuff out, getting that a bit more functional again. Damn, how thick is this ear? Going forever. I don't know how much of a like ear hole to give him. I guess I'll just do it down a little bit and then texture it. Make it into a little black pit that you can't see into. How long have I been working on this far in total? Haha, God, I don't know. Sort of not that long. I mean, it's a bit hard to pinpoint because I started it like a couple of years ago, but then I basically completely stopped working on it and was not even sure if I was going to continue just because I had a bunch of... My life was just like a mess for a while there. Like I, got really sick and then had a bunch of like stressful stuff happen and like big life changes, and obviously it just wasn't the priority at that time. But then probably 6 months ago, I was like, yeah, no, I want to like do it, and like was talking to Charlie about it because I was helping him with his stuff, and he was like, nah, like you should still like do it for sure. So then I started working on it a bit more again, but I've probably only been working on it more consistently the last few months. And like, yeah, I pretty much scrapped everything I had from previously. Or just decided to redo it. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know how long I've been working on it exactly, but a little while. It holds a covered in fur that's you can't see entirely the hole. Yeah, for sure. I'll probably be adding some like ear hair cards and stuff, but I just want to sort of have something there because I'm also gonna have like there'll be hairless cats and stuff, so I'll probably sculpt a little bit of a sort of indication. I may have to take some photos of my cat's ears later. So that building system you actually just made in a couple months. Yeah, pretty much, but like I said, I'd already kind of figured it out before. It's just I've just redone it. Looks complicated. It's not super complicated. I mean, it's just where is it's nowhere near as complicated as it's gonna be soon. But it's essentially like, where's my alert lag? Like it'll just click and drag. It's a procedural mesh that it creates either a square room it'll calculate or a just wall. And then you can split them with the other nodes. And it has like foundation and floor. A wall, it's always going to have foundation below it when you place it. So that's kind of fine. And then basically it works like all of the nodes have, well, if they're attached to another node, it's like a friend. What's a node stats? It's just one node. It's good. I use this. I do a lot of like traveling on trains, so I have it on my iPad so I can like plan stuff and whatever. But yeah, basically there'll be a stack of like, my throat's dying. Like wall nodes, foundation nodes, floor nodes, and they're like, that's everything that's in the same XY position. So they'll like stick together if you grab one, if they're anchored together. But if they're not anchored, you could like move the wall nodes separately to the foundation nodes, for example, so you can have foundation that might be acting as a like porch or something that's not walled in. But yeah, they have like yeah, like a pair of nodes is like, I'm calling a node friendship because I just wrote it like that and it stuck. But yeah, they essentially know what they're attached to, and then I use those points to draw the procedural walls in between. And it gets more complicated when I haven't re-implemented this yet, but I need to be able to like find all the cycles within the node graph to create our rooms, right? Because I want to be able to like pick up a room and move the whole thing like you can do in The Sims 4. I think that's like a pretty important functionality to have. So I previously had it. It was doing like a breadth first search to find the cycles, but I found there was a couple of like edge cases where that didn't work. So I've got to have a play around with that when I re-implement it soon and see how that goes. But yeah, because like for the floor, it you know, it takes in all the points of whatever room it is to create the floor mesh. So it's kind of important. Initially said it's not that complicated in this sim, but it gets complicated. A lot of thought went into it. Yeah, a bit. Awesomely done, thank you. Yeah, I've it's had a lot of thought for sure, and a lot of like figuring out. Basically, where are we? In this case is where it sort of breaks at the moment. Because if we're going through all these nodes and trying to find the cycle, like it'll go down this path, I think, or what have I written? I don't know, something. Basically, this kind of breaks it. So I need to figure that out, but you have cats? Yes, I have 2 cats. These are my cats. Discord. What are you doing? Yes. This one's Larry, and this one's Fane. Larry's asleep behind me somewhere. Well, adding a wall on the inside breaks it. Adding a room on the inside breaks the... Like, I've got to have it work so, like, for, like, loading a save, for example, it's got to recalculate it all from the nodes and stuff like that. So, in this situation, it can't find... I'm trying to think. I think it does this room, but doesn't separate this one. I can't remember. It's been a couple months since I've looked at this. But basically, because it's got to go through and find the path, so it'll sort of be like... Is it a breadth first search does... It goes like wide and then tries to find the shortest path or something? I can't quite remember. But it's kind of... Basically, we want... The result I would want in this situation, if you've got a room like this and a room inside it, they should both have separate floor meshes that aren't going to... Like this big room... Can I zoom in more without this like cracking the shits? There we go. This big room should have like a C-shaped floor mesh, and it shouldn't have floor here, and this room should have its own floor mesh. But I think in the current state, it'll make this floor mesh, but this one won't kind of get cut out properly. Is this going to Steam? Probably in like a million years. Not anytime soon. But yeah, it's just a whole lot of like sort of brain breaking math sometimes. And at the moment I've just been figuring out like how the data should even be like where it should be referenced and like that. I was planning some personality stuff. Can this stop like stream keeps dying? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm streaming to like 4 places at once. So it's pretty interesting to try and figure out though, like cool problem to work on. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely been definitely been interesting. Sorry the music keeps cutting out. The stream just that I'm watching for it keeps dying. Kind of math if you like it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's math for sure. It's funny actually. I am doing all this sort of like node graph stuff is like, I don't know, I remember doing like spanning trees and things in math in high school. And I think, and it's like kind of relevant, like in the search algorithms and stuff like that. And I literally remember sitting in maths one day, learning about that stuff and just being like, I'm never going to fucking use this. Like, why? Like, I didn't mind math. And like, my dad's an engineer, so I've been, you know, he's been all like, math's amazing. It like unlocks the secrets of the universe and like blah, blah, blah. He's also just like a space nerd. But I remember learning about all that stuff and just being like, yeah, this is like, not going to use this. Never, never, ever. And now what am I doing? Idiot, like 16-year-old me. Do I know linear algebra? Not really. I just kind of make do with what I, not like explicitly. What technically is linear algebra? Is it just like... Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I've done a fair bit of that. People say it's important to programs. I think it's physics, if I don't recall. Yeah. I'm not terrible at math. I don't know. I did end up taking, like, in high school we had like VCE in my state in Australia. That's oh, Nix, hello, thank you for the raid. How are you? We're just like rambling about stuff at this point. People were asking me about how the walls work. Hey Pocket, what was I saying? Yeah, I took the like lower level math because I was just focusing more on like art and like music and media studies and stuff at the time, and I was like, yeah, I'll just like take the easy math. But then the easy math was boring and I hated it anyway because it was just like statistics, which I just found mind-numbing, so I probably should have done the high level math. And then, you know, like I think I would have enjoyed it more and therefore been better at it. But, you know. Linear algebra is important if you want to know the fundamental algorithms of the graphics, but practically you just plug stuff into pre-made functional works. Yeah. Entering college/university in 4 weeks. Oh, exciting. Good luck. A lot of math stuff becomes intuition in game dev, and the calculations are done with functions. Yeah. Programming may be better at math. I used to be terrible. Sure you weren't that bad, but yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you haven't learnt the stuff and haven't practiced it enough, you're probably not going to seem very good, but you know, you do it a bit more and you get better, and then like I was saying earlier, you just build on what you already know, and then you know heaps. All right. I should probably wrap up, unfortunately, because I have to work shortly. So... Oh, we should... I was wondering this. How do I do a shout out? I'm such a Twitch dummy. I need to shout out the raids, you know. How'd the cat turn out? It's coming along. It's definitely not done. We've just been like chatting for half an hour. But the face is looking a lot better. Pooh, I'm sorry. Shout out name. Yeah, I thought there was maybe like a button for it. Does it have to be in brackets? No? Okay. Hey, there we go. Yeah, Nyx is working on a cool, like, shop game, which is awesome. You should all go check it out. I did it? Cool. Thanks, Pocket. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I missed much chat. Blacksmithing sim. Yeah. It's sick. I really like it. Let's raid a person. Oh, Jed's on. Find another Unreal person. I find the raid channel page so overwhelming. Nice kangaroo. Oh, there's someone doing, an Australian person doing Unreal, working on a maze thing. That's cool. Alright. Raid this person. Alright, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Where are we? Oh yeah, I have a Discord. Join that if you want to hang out and stuff. I'll probably be streaming in a few days. I don't know when 100% because I'm very busy tomorrow, but happy to see you too, Pocket, and everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. Yeah, and where's what have we got? Raid message, do some cats. There we go. Thank you. All right. See everyone.
to just disable voice. Thanks for the raid, guys. Hey, Prismatic Dev is here. Hey, I've seen your videos.